Revelio. Revelio.
Nice to see you.
The faculty spying on the professors, are we?
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked. Oh, goodness! It's the...
Oh, I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it. Solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Hello, Mr. Moon. I'll keep... This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Accio! Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brogborough, past the river. This be Mr. Oakes and Rock's loyalists. Just ahead. So they don't by force. Be discreet.
I will make you. Not quite.
Places! Inside.
I did since before you were born.
Places! Incendio! Accio!
Oh, that was meant for me? I won't rest.
Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Revelio. This looks intriguing.
it upon your heads when our expectations take flight like thestrals. Be it upon your conscience.
And where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield? Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone. The Ministry ought to relax towards the dark arts.
Could it be a Mallet walk formation? This map. How to find the crooked tree.
Tricky little pig flapper.
Expelliarmus.
You dare slay one of my own!
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Perhaps I'll scout around Feldcroft.
I didn't touch your helm, but thank you for making me the first object.
What do we have here? I may have more luck higher up in the keep. What went on here, I wonder? This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Wait a moment. My mind is playing tricks on me.
This looks like trouble.
What? You will regret coming here.
Confirm.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. But it's totality.
You best the likes of me.
Confringo, Capulso.
Kill spells glance off of me.
Delicious.
I'll snap that and your neck. Not quite. Pity.
Expelliarmus.
Right?
No wizard will be spared.
Accio.
Don't you try to get out of this! Almost. Impressed? I've been fighting since before you were born.
Revelio. I don't like the looks of that encampment. What will we find in here?
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Oh, this day's gone on too long. Someone there? Ah.
Aloha Mora.
You ought to come here.
Revelio. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
But how nice of you to stop by.
Revelio.
Heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. The wizards will be defeated. Hello? When the war is over, goblins will...
Boiler door. How to open it?
Choice but to submit to us.
Revelio. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Ah!
Revelio.
Someone.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Why have you not run away? Intend to die,
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Such arrogance.
Accio.
Think morale isn't in this at all.
Confringo. Confringo.
No! I will make you pay.
Confringo. Confringo.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Glacius.
Won't they stop? What power?
Accio.
No, that's for the bit. You fucking away.
Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
It will not go well for you.
Expelliarmus. Incendio! Revelio! Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there. Retricus totalis.
Someone out there? Oh, little moon calf. Far from kind. Oh,
Glacius! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
your little magic tricks got you back me!
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Was that your best?
Glacius! Revelio! Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. If you could just find it.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Go and patrol. I've got nothing better to do.
Hello, Hamora.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula. Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Stop! Stop, bandit!
This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Aloha, Mora.
What could be... Stop! Stop, bandit!
This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentac... Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
Must have been the fire. Could be... Stop! Stop, bandit!
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. is that venomous tentacula?
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Glacius! Repulsor! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Glacius!
So many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house.
Confringo! Defendo! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Revelio!
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Incendio! Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former friend of mine?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Rally behind strength and you can't go... I'm sure it'll be harder to kill a mooncalf.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Marvelous strike! No!
Accio! Incendio! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
It isn't Doris. No.
Horklums to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Saron. Better have a look around. See about the Horklums and the box of letters. That's all the Horklums for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Cabalso. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Defender. Capalto. Lumos. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Glacius. Confringo. Defender. Cabalso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Defender. Repulsor. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Defender. Repulsor. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Glacius. Confringo.